What if the very thing we designed to keep workers safe was actually putting them more at risk? Today, we're digging into a revolutionary blueprint that's flipping the script on safety training in one of the world's most dangerous jobs. It's all about moving from just managing risk to building real, genuine readiness. This quote, man, it just gets right to the heart of it. For so long, the assumption has been that accidents happen because people are careless, but that's not it. The real issue is that they were never given the right tools, the right preparation. It's such a simple shift in thinking, but it changes absolutely everything. And that leads us straight into something called the training paradox. It's this huge critical gap between what we think safety training is achieving and what's actually happening on the ground. So what exactly is this paradox? Well, to really get it, you have to picture the environment. We're talking about ship recycling. This is a world of massive, shifting steel structures that weigh thousands of tons. The conditions change constantly, not just day by day, but hour by hour. It's an incredibly dynamic and, frankly, unforgiving place to work. In a place like this, the margin for error is razor thin, almost zero. One single hazard that someone doesn't spot, one little instruction that gets lost in translation, that's not just a mistake. It becomes the trigger for what the industry calls an undesirable event, which, let's be honest, is a very clean way of saying a catastrophic, life-altering accident. And this slide, it just lays out the paradox perfectly. For decades, so much training has just been a box-ticking exercise. Were you in the room? Check. Did you sign your name on the sheet? Check. But the questions that really matter, did you actually get it? Do you have the skills to do it now? Did you learn anything? Those questions often weren't even asked. We were measuring attendance, not competence. So a fundamental failure like that forces us to completely rethink what it even means to be ready for the job. It's time to move on from this passive, check-the-box model of compliance and get to an active model of competence. And this is the big question, the pivot point for everything. What if we shifted the entire goal? What if it wasn't about satisfying a rule or getting a certificate, but about preparing people for the chaotic, unpredictable reality of the job they actually have to do? Asking that question is exactly what leads us to the solution. A system that's designed from the ground up to work in the real world, not just in a textbook. And this is it, the training blueprint for safer ship recycling. Now, the key thing to understand is that this isn't some academic manual written in an office miles away. It's a hands-on, practical system born directly from experience in the yard and designed for the people working in the yard. This blueprint creates this really powerful three-part transformation. Just look at this shift in thinking. First, we stop just managing risk and we start building readiness. Second, we go beyond just giving instructions to making sure there's genuine competence. And third, we stop just reacting to accidents and start proactively preventing them. It's a complete change in mindset. And that's exactly why this is so much more than just a new set of regulations. It doesn't just hand you new rules. It diagnoses why the old way of doing things failed over and over, and then it gives you a clear, actionable path to actually make it work. The whole system is really built on 4 practical, solid pillars. First, every single piece of training is linked directly to the real hazards workers are facing. Second, the material is designed so that anyone can get it, no matter their literacy level. Third, you measure what people have actually learned, not just whether they showed up. And finally, and this is critical, you constantly reinforce those safe behaviors right there on the job, every single day. Now, you might be thinking this all sounds super specific to ship recycling, but the truth is these core ideas apply way, way beyond just one industry. You see, even though this blueprint was forged in the really unique challenges of ship recycling, its ideas are universal for any high-risk job. It doesn't matter if you're talking about a construction site, a factory floor, or the energy sector. These principles for creating training that actually works in the real world are absolutely vital. Because really, in the end, this isn't just about processes or efficiency or compliance reports. It's about people. There is a very real human bottom line to getting this right. You see, when training is truly effective, its impact goes way beyond just preventing accidents. It actually transforms how people feel about their jobs, their teammates, and their entire workplace. For starters, it builds confidence. A worker who knows, deep down, that they've been properly trained is a worker who can do their job with skill and focus, not with fear and doubt. And that confidence, well, it builds trust. Trust in the people working alongside you, trust in your supervisors, and trust that the company you work for actually has your back. But most importantly, it achieves the one goal that matters above all else. It sends every single worker home safe to their families at the end of their shift. That right there is the only measure of success that truly counts. And when you get all those pieces working together, the confidence, the trust, the results, you create something really powerful, a true safety culture. A culture where safety isn't something that has to be policed or forced on people, it's just understood. It's just how things are done. And this is the ultimate takeaway. We have got to move past this illusion that simply talking at people is training. True learning, the kind that builds skills and actually changes behavior for good, that's what makes the difference between a close call and a tragedy. And that brings us right back around. This blueprint is so much more than a guide. It's really a call to action for every high-risk industry to rethink what it truly means to be prepared. Because when you boil it all down, learning is what saves lives.